Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gananahan Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamastravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anasranvan Utibhissidasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinama Vitrayavato Ganesaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasya Dviradavakradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Sute Vyasa Visala Buddhe Pullara Vindayata Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha. With Bhagavan's grace, we came up to Slokam number 8. Mayeva Mana Adatsva Mayi Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyati Mayeva Ata Urdhvam Na Samsayaha. Now, very first command is Mayeva Mana Adhatsva. If you are listening very carefully, as Arjuna was, then what happens? Put your mind, establish your mind, place your mind, firmly establish it in me. That's the very first instruction from Bhagavan that comes. So let us see what he says in Slokam number 9. But Dhananjaya, if you are not able to fix your mind firmly in me, because the very first, when you get this instruction, oh my God, Swami, it is so difficult to fix my mind on you, right? Bhagavan answers that. Dhananjaya, if you are not able to fix your mind firmly in me, then seek to reach me through the discipline of practicing to do that. Even though you may not be able to fix your mind on me, practice and get into a discipline to practice to do that. That's what Bhagavan says in the next slokam. Okay? Ata chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mam ichchaptum dhananjaya, he says. Ata chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mam ichchaptum dhananjaya, he says. Dhananjaya, padangal, once more. Ata chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram Abhyasa yogena tato mam ichchaptum dhananjaya. Okay. Padangal are atha chittam samadhatum na saknoshi mayi stiram. Abhyasa yogena tataha mam ichchaptum dhananjaya. Dhananjaya, he says. Atha, but chittam mayi stiram, mayi chittam stiram. Mayi, in me, chittam, your mind, Thiram, firmly, samadhatum, to establish it, to place it there, nasaknoshi, if you are not able to do that, tataha, then, at that time, therefore, abhyasa yogam, to the discipline of practicing to do that. Even though you may not succeed, practice and practice and practice to do that. Abhyasa yogena, mam mi aptum, to obtain ichcha aptum, to attain ichcha, desire, at least through practicing that. Ata chittam samadhatum na saknoshi mayi sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mam ichchaptum dhananjaya. Swami, practicing also I'm not able to do, right? I want to do it, but I don't have the discipline to practice it. Then what do I do? Bhagavan answers in Slokam 10. But if you are not able to do the practice also, then be continuously offering all actions to me. By doing all actions for me, as my agent, for my pleasure, you will obtain fulfillment in your goal of reaching me. Slokam number 10. Abhyasepi asamattosi mat karma paramo bhava madhartamapi karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. Abhyasepya samartorthi mat karma paramo bhava madhartamapi karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. Abhyasepya samartosi mat karma paramo bhava madhartamapi karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. Padangal are abhyasa api abhyasepi. Abhyase api. Asamarto asi. Asamartaha asi. Mat karma paramo bhava. Mad artham api karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. Abhyase api, that practice, abhyasa yogena, right? He says, the abhyase api, that practicing to do that also, asamartaha asi. Asamartaha, if you are not able to, you don't have the skills or the ability or the wherewithal to do that, mat karma paramaha. Very important. Mat karma krit, mat paramo, mat bhaktaha. Bhagavan taught us this, again repeating it. Mat karma paramo bhava. Do all the actions as my agent for my pleasure and mat karma paramo bhava. Be like that. Mat artham, for me, for my sake. Karmani, all the actions. Kurvan api. If you do that also, offering all your actions to me for my sake, mat artham, offering all the actions to me, even if you do that, siddhim, fulfillment, avapsyasi, you will obtain. What is the fulfillment? Yogam, embracing the divinity. Here the fulfillment that Arjuna was asking is to get the Viswarupa Darsana, which means one with Bhagavan. When I have the vision, when I become one with Bhagavan, then I get his vision. When I get divine vision, you see divinity everywhere. That is what Viswarupa Darsana is all about. It is becoming divinity itself. You are not watching it from outside. You are part of it. You are one and the same. So that siddhim avapsyasi. Abhyasepi asamarthosi matkarma paramo bhava madhartamapi karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. But Swami, if I am not able to offer all my actions to you, I am not able to do them as your agent for your pleasure, what do I do? Bhagavan answers that. But if this is not possible also, in Slokam number 11, then seek to surrender to me with focused attention, offering the results of all actions to me. Slokam number 11. Ataitadapi asaktosi kartum mad yogam asritaha sarva karma palatyagam tataha kuru yatatmavan. Ataitat api asaktosi kartum mad yogam asritaha sarva karma palatyagam tataha kuru yatatmavan. Ataitat api asaktosi kartum madhyogam asritaha sarva karma palatyagam tataha kuru yatatmavan. Padangal are atha etat api asaktaha asi kartum mat yogam asritaha sarva karma palatyagam tataha kuru yata atmavan. Yata atmavan. Ata etat kartum api. Ata etat api asaktosi kartum. You take ata etat, ata after, but etat this way, kartum to do, api and, okay, to do. Asaktosi, asaktaha, see, you're not able to do that. You don't have the ability, you don't have the skills, the wherewithal to do that. If you're not able to do that also, tataha, after that, therefore, Mat yogam asrutaha. Mat yogam asrutaha. Yogam. Yogam is oneness with divinity. And the pathway towards embracing and becoming one with Bhagavan is also yogam. Mat yogam asritaha is here. What it means is, to me, come and surrender to me. Come and, that's the only way you can embrace Bhagavan, right? Mat yogam asritaha. Asrita is very important. Why am I saying surrender here? Asritaha. We saw earlier one of the most important attributes of Puranam that we shared a few weeks ago was Asreya. Bhagavan's most important characteristic, he himself says, is to protect. Asreya. That is why you see Abhayahastam. When you go to Bhagavan's Sannidhi, you say Abhayahastam is judge. Generally there's Varadahastam also. But Abhayahastam is what we all normally see. Bhagavan is always protecting. That Asreya. So that is the only place that gives protection. So Asrutaha, seeking that protection, seeking that refuge. That is Mat yogam asritaha, to be one with me and seeking me. That is surrendering to me. Okay, surrendering to me. Very important. And Mat yogam asritaha, desiring to surrender to me. Yatatmavan, we have seen this phrase before. Yatatmavan means one who has controlled his mind. Mind has been withdrawn and mind is in his control. And that is possible only when the mind is directed to the Lord, to divinity, to Bhagavan. Then mind automatically comes under your control. You cannot control it any other way. Sarva karma pala tyagam kuru. Sarva karma pala tyagam. So what does this mean? All actions, pala means, literal translation is fruit, but here is reward. Reward means result. Result of any and every action that we do. Tyagam. How is it possible to do tyagam? Because the result is going to come anyway. Whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, the result will come. For every action, there is a reaction. That is the law of nature. That is Bhagavan's law. Nobody can break that. Therefore, I do something, I speak something, I think something, the reaction automatically will come. So what do? Tyagam. Swami, automatically you surrender that, offer that to Bhagavan. That's the only way you can do tyagam on Sarva Karma Pala. There's no other way. You cannot do it intellectually or rationally and say, I don't want it. It's not going to happen. You offer it to the Lord. Then Bhagavan takes over. It is his responsibility. Sarva Karma Pala Tyagam, Kuru, do that, he says. Okay? To surrender to the Lord, controlling the mind, offering all the results of all actions. Okay, no exceptions. All actions, good, bad, evil thoughts, doesn't matter. Failures, successes, resentment, regrets, rejections, it doesn't matter what is it in life. Everything, offer it to him, offer it to him, offer it to him. That's what he says. Okay? Do that with the attitude, Mat yogam asritaha. That is same thing like Mamekam Sharanam Braja. Bhagavan is going to summarize it later. Ataitat api asattosi kartum mad yogam asrutaha sarva karma pala tyagam tatakuru yatatmavan. Slokam number 12. Clarity in understanding the scriptural teachings is superior to the confused practice of scriptural discipline. Focusing the mind on the indweller and meditating on him is superior to clarity in understanding. Surrendering the results of actions to the indweller is superior to meditating on him constantly. The surrender of the results of one's actions very quickly yields peace. Very practical teachings that we can put into practice. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. Jnanat dhyanam visishyate. Dhyanat karmapala tyagaha. Tyagat shantim anantaram. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. Jnanat dhyanam visishyate. Dhyanat karmapala tyagaha tyaga chantiranantaram. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanat dhyanam visishyate dhyanat karmapala tyagaha tyagat shantihi anantaram. Anantaram. Now, padangal are Shreyaha hi jnanam abhyasat jnanat dhyanam visishyate dhyanat karmapala tyagaha tyagat shanti anantaram. I think you'll be able to follow the meaning. Abhyasat, better than, more than the practice. What is the practice that Bhagavan is talking about here? Okay, it is all the practice, the disciplines that we do. If we do it without proper understanding, ritually, mechanically, without mind focused on it, without understanding the meaning of what we do, all the things that we do, right? All these abhyasam we do, whether worship or anything else that we do in the scriptural world, I'm talking the spiritual world, that kind of abhyasate, more better than that practice, jnanam. Jnanam here does not denote the final knowledge, the wisdom, the knowledge of knowing Bhagavan, becoming one with him. It is not that. It is not the drashtum spashtum pravesishtum, that we saw earlier. It is not that. It is a clarity of understanding the scriptural teachings. Very important. Bhagavad Gita we read, must understand that with clarity. How do we get clarity? First is Shravanam. We hear this through our ears. Then Shravanam also means, put it into memory, right? Then Mananam. We have to reflect on that quietly between us, between me and Bhagavan, me and my Bhagavan. Quiet place, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, doesn't matter. Short time, take it and think about what we have heard. That is called Mananam. It's called reflection. Shravanam, Mananam. Once that reflection takes place, Mananam takes place, automatically the clarity will start descending. It will start revealing itself from within. That Mananam is so important. Then that clarity becomes even clearer, even stronger through Nididhyasanam. That's the third step, which is to put that into practice, put that into action. With whatever the teaching that we have heard, put that into practice, then the clarity will become even stronger. That is the jnanam, that clarity is what Bhagavan is talking about here. Jnanam abhyasat shreyohi. That jnanam is superior to, is better than, is more benevolent than abhyasam, just mere routine and mere mechanical practice, isn't it? He says. Then he continues. Jnanate, even understanding everything that clearly and all that and putting into practice and anushtanam and all that, dhyanam visishyate. Dhyanam. Dhyanam means to think about Bhagavan and without any other thought, and the English word is meditation, but it is really where mind is so focused and concentrated on Bhagavan that it loses its own identity. There is no feeling of separation between the person who's thinking about Bhagavan and the process of thinking. All those three, they all dissolve, right? That dhyanam. So better than this clarity, superior to this clarity of understanding scriptural teachings is dhyanam. Visishyate. Visishyate is better, superior. Okay. Dhyanate karmapala tyagaha. Even superior to, more powerful and more benevolent and beneficial than that dhyanam is karma pala tyagaha, because karmam is something every second, even millisecond, we are all doing, and there is no escape from the karmas, various actions and activities we do. No escape. By that, always remember, karma means thought, word and deed, not the deed through the body. It is the mind's activities, it is activities of the mouth and activities of the body. All the three are included in that. So continuously taking place. So what is the easiest and the best way and the most powerful way, even sitting down and trying to concentrate and think of Bhagavan all the time, is to offer continuously in a disciplined manner the rewards and the results of every single action to the Lord, to Bhagavan. Karma palatyagaha dhyanat visishyate. Okay? Now, when the tyagam takes place, what does it take? Namama. When you say namaskaram, or the namaha, the word that comes in Rudram and all that, so some of you know that. The namaha is namama. That means it's not me, it is not me, it is not me. So it is you, it is Bhagavan, it's you. Bhagavan is the one everywhere. So that feeling will come when karma palatyagam is practiced. Through that tyagate, through that sacrifice of the feeling that I am the doer, I am the doer, I am the doer, giving that slowly, practicing that and giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, what happens? Shantihi anantaram. Anantaram, eternal shanti, peace of mind will come immediately. So only in tyagam is shanti. In accumulation, in acquisition, there is no peace. There could be temporary happiness, but there is no peace guaranteed. Even the nature of the law of nature that we can see on a personal basis, we have to breathe out in order to breathe in. If I hold my breath in, then I cannot survive, right? I've got to breathe out. I've got to give it up. Then automatically I take in the energy to live. Same way I take food, I've got to give it out. I cannot keep it in my body, right? Same way, everything, the shanti, the peace, the natural equilibrium really lies in sacrifice. This is the tyagam, this is the yajnam that is taking place according to Purusha Suktam that all we are part of. So that is nothing but reducing one's selfishness and becoming more and more selfless. That's what it basically boils down. That is a natural equilibrium. That's what Bhagavan is talking about. Shantihi anantaram. Sreyo hi jnanam abhyasate jnanat dhyanam visishyate dhyanat karma phala tyagaha tyagat shantihi anantaram. Now 13 and 14 we will take together. Now Bhagavan says, watch this, it is so powerful. He is very dear to me, Arjuna. You ask, who you ask, I will tell you who. He has absence of hatred or enmity towards all beings. He has friendly feelings towards all. He is loving to all. He has no possessive thoughts. And his sense of doership has been surrendered to the indweller. He has enduring forbearance and has a balanced mindset towards pleasure and misery. He is always focused on embracing me and is ever content. With determination, he fully controls his mind and offers it and its intellect to me. He is my devotee. He is dear to me. Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitraha karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha sama dukkha sukha kshami santushtaha satatam yogi yatatma dridha nischayah mai arpita mano buddhihi yo mad bhaktaha same priyaha. What is the best title that you can get in this world? If you ever think about it, it is not the PhD or all the various titles that we give ourselves, various titles, just to, and the title that we must all work for to finally graduate is when Bhagavan addresses you, you are my devotee. When he says that, that is the highest degree that can be conferred. Please remember that. And so that's a bhakti that Bhagavan is talking about. Same priyaha. Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitraha karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha sama that you can have is when Bhagavan, when Bhagavan addresses you and calls you as you are my devotee. That title, devotee, has to be conferred by Bhagavan, not by anybody else. We cannot claim it ourselves. Okay, anybody who claims it is just fooling himself. Bhagavan has to say, you are my devotee, you are my bhakta. Okay, that is the highest degree that we should aspire for. That is what all the bhaktas like Prahlada, Narada, Tyagaraja, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, anybody you can think of, everybody has been conferred that title by Bhagavan himself. It is not a man-made or a man-given title. All the other titles that we carry, whether it is a degree, a PhD degree, or title of Ananda behind our name, changing our name to different things, and putting Ananda at the end of it, or Pujya Swami and all that, they're all meaningless, utterly meaningless, okay? And the Bhagavan is in this adhyayam, he's talking about Bhakti Yoga, but he's defining who a bhakta is. Okay, these now qualities are going to come. And first time I heard it, I was absolutely flabbergasted. I said, Swami, how can I ever be like this? It's impossible. I'm not like this. So how can I be your bhakta? Then slowly you approach him and then he will take care. Okay? And so many qualities he's going to describe because he's not able to stop. Bhagavan is not defining what a bhakta is. Don't go that way. He's so much engrossed in his own dear darling pet, as he calls it. He's not able to stop himself. The various qualifications, the various things that his bhakta actually manifests. So he's listing them, okay? That's what you're going to see in the next few slokams, talking right from here. So let me finish 13 and 14 with Swami's grace today. And then we'll continue with his grace tomorrow. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha sama dukkha sukha kshami santushtaha satatam yogi yatatma drida nischayah mayi arpita mano buddhihi yo mad bhaktaha same priyaha. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitraha karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha sama dukkha sukha kshami santushtaha satatam yogi yatatma drida nischayah mayi arpita mano buddhihi yo mat bhaktaha same priyaha. Bhagavan says, mat bhaktaha, my devotee, okay? Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha sama dukkha sukha kshami santushtaha satatam yogi yatatma drida nischayah mayi arpita mano buddhihi yo mat bhaktaha same priyaha. Padangal are Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitraha karuna evacha nirmamaha nirahankaraha sama dukkha sukha kshami santushtaha satatam yogi yatatma yatatmavan, we saw that earlier, right? Yatatma drida nischayah mayi arpita manaha buddhihi yo yaha mad bhaktaha same priyaha. Sarva bhutanam, all beings. Adveshta means jealousy, hatred. Adveshta, without enmity, without jealousy. Maitraha, not only that, not only enough not to have just no enmity, no jealousy, but you should always also be Maitraha. You should be friendly. A disposition should be friendly, like the way Pralayar is. You go and see, worship Vinayakar, how friendly he is. Doesn't matter who comes and worship. He is friendly to everyone. It should be like that. Maitraha. Okay. Karuna evacha. Karuna, daya, loving. You must manifest, open our heart and be loving to everyone. Even to our enemies. You don't have to move with them. You don't have to be in their company. Okay. But you can be loving to them. Say, how are you, sir? And then move on. Karuna evacha, that daya is very, very important. The same daya and same karuna we expect from Bhagavan to shower on us. We must give that to everybody that we come across. Okay. Then nirmamaha, nirahankaraha, very important. Nirmamaha means mine. This is mine, that is mine, this is mine. That mine feeling has to be given up. That it can be given up only very important through simple practices of reducing one's selfishness. Very important. That is why you go and do service. Next time you want something for yourself, and see if you can go away without it and give that to somebody else. I mean, literally expand your heart. That nirmamaha feeling is not that difficult to obtain. Okay, that it's not mine. That feeling is not difficult to obtain. Now, next one, nirahankaraha. Ahankara means it's not ego. Okay, that is English translation. You must be very, very careful always. As I cautioned you right in the beginning, or right from the beginning, ahamkaraha, aham, I, karaha, doer, nirahamkaraha, without the feeling that I am the doer. Okay, that is the basic meaning of it. Nothing to do with ego. Okay, so nirahamkaraha, I am doing this, I am speaking, you are listening. I have to do this. So many I comes in our mind, right? That attachment, that nirahamkaraha is what Bhagavan is talking about. That personally, I know I'm not there, so I right now if you ask me, I'll say it's a little bit difficult to get. But again, Bhagavan has taught us in the previous slokam through this practice of doing karma palatyagam. The moment you do that karma palatyagam more and more and more, automatically the feeling of I am the doer will begin to diminish and decline, and hopefully one day will go away. Okay? Nirmamo nirahankaraha sama tukka sukhaha. Tukkam, difficulties, sukham, pleasure, happiness, misery. In both, he is samam. Samam means not equal, but one. He has the same balanced mindset, like the way you look at a quarter, like a coin, quarter coin. Instead of doing heads and tails, you look at it as one. Like that, you've got that balanced mindset. Chami. Chami means forbearance. Forbearance is so important. Should never get provoked under any situation. Okay, where the people may do things unfair, this, that. No, what is the point in getting provoked? Be forbear, because not even a leaf can fall or the distant star can shine without Rama's will. That's what Bhagavan himself has said that. Therefore, keeping that in mind, nothing happens without his will. So don't be provoked, forbear, bear everything that comes your way with the thought of Bhagavan in your mind. That is called Chami. Okay, the forbearance. Santushtaha, very important, very, very important in this. All these attributes that Bhagavan is talking about, very important. Santushtaha means contentment. Contentment is different from satisfaction. Contentment is being absolutely happy without any mental agitation with whatever you get and whatever you don't get also. It doesn't matter. Santushtaha, contentment, very important. Okay. Satatam yogi, always, in every place, wherever he wants to embrace divinity, embrace the indweller. That is his goal. Satatam yogi, mind is always thinking about him. Okay? Yatatma, with the mind controlled, with a controlled mind. Mind is not the master, he is the master. Okay, he's controlled the mind. And mind control starts first with sense control. Always remember that. Okay, that's why Bhagavan talked about that for so much up till now. Now, yatatma, dhrudha nischayaha. He's firmly established in this practice. Okay, he's not wavering. Dhrudham means firm. Nischayaha, certain, with certainty. Mayi arpita manaha buddhihi. Mayi arpita manaha buddhihi. His mind and intellect, he is offering that to me all the time. That is how he conducts himself. Yaha, whoever does this, Yaha adveshta sarvabhutana maitra karuna evacha, whoever is like this, Yaha, whoever does that, yo mat bhaktaha, Yaha mat bhaktaha, that he is my devotee. My devotee. Mat bhaktaha, that's the highest and the only appellation, only accreditation, degree, or whatever you want to call, that Mat Bhaktaha, that should come from Bhagavan's mouth when he's talking to you and to me. Then, my God, we made it. Then not only that, Yaha, whoever does it, Mat Bhaktaha, my devotee, Saha, he, me Priyaha, he is very dear to me, he says. Okay? Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna yevacha nirbhamo nirahankaraha samadukka sukakshami santushtat satatam yogi yatatma drita nischayah mai arpita mano buddhi yo mad bhaktah same priyah. One quick word before we close. We have gone over time limit by 5 minutes today. It's mind-boggling. If you listen to Bhagavan very carefully, he himself will grace you to listen to him. Not all these qualities are not independent of one another. They are not a numerical listing of saying you got 24 qualities or whatever the number that adds up in this adhyayam. No. It is only one quality. You get one of them, all the others will automatically manifest themselves. If you focus on being contented in life, santushtaha, all the other things will come. Okay, you will become sarvabhutanam adveshtaha. Okay, maitra, we must be truly friendly with everybody. Like that, it is one, as we develop one aspect of it with Bhagavan's grace, all the other aspects will automatically manifest themselves. Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.